Welcome to Morning Joan, darlings. I'm your host, Joan, and we're so glad you're joining us today for a piping hot cup of tea and all the latest dish from the world of entertainment. Now, let's get this party started. I've got a story that's just perfect for a Monday morning pick-me-up. You know who Chris Stapleton is, right? That gorgeous, soulful voice, those incredible guitar riffs. The man is a genius. And I've got the scoop on his latest tour stop in the Big Apple. So, Chris Stapleton brought his All-American Roadshow to Madison Square Garden, and let me tell you, it was a wild ride. The crowd was entranced, singing along to every word, and Stapleton's band was absolutely on fire. I mean, this man can play the guitar like nobody's business. We're talking Stevie Ray Vaughan, Eric Clapton, Otis Redding vibes, all mixed together with that country twang. Now I know what you're thinking. Joan, isn't Chris Stapleton a country artist? And to that I say, well, yes and no. He's got that outlaw country spirit, but he's also got this amazing ability to blend in blues, rock, and soul influences. It's like he's taking all these different genres, throwing them into a blender, and hitting puree. The result is something truly unique and utterly compelling. The setlist was incredible, with hits like Midnight Train to Memphis Devil, Always Made Me Think Twice, and Tennessee Whiskey. And let me tell you, when Chris Stapleton sings about heartbreak and love gone wrong, you feel it deep in your bones. The man's got talent pouring out of every pore. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but Joan, I'm not a huge country fan. Fear not, my friends. Chris Stapleton is one of those artists who transcends genres. He's like a fine wine. He only gets better with age. And trust me, his live show is an experience you won't want to miss. So, if you're in the area and Chris Stapleton's All-American Road show comes to town, do yourself a favor and grab those tickets. You won't regret it, darlings. And that's all for now. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Stay tuned, folks. Welcome back to Morning Joan. I hope you're all doing fantastically well and that your morning is off to a great start. We've got an exciting middle segment lined up for you today, all about the ever-changing landscape of entertainment. You know, it's no secret that the rise of social media and online content creation has been shaking things up in the world of Hollywood. But what's really interesting is how some of these online creators are now giving traditional studios a run for their money. I mean, we're talking about people who have built massive followings and are producing high-quality content that rivals some of the biggest names in the industry. Take Smosh, for example. You might know them as one of the oldest and most popular YouTube channels out there, but what you might not know is that they're now operating on a scale that's comparable to some major studios. With a team of talented writers, producers, and actors, they're churning out content that's not only hilarious but also incredibly well produced. And then there's Darman Studios, which has become one of the most successful creator-owned production companies out there. With over 26 million subscribers on YouTube, Darman is producing short films and videos that are inspiring and uplifting, and he's doing it all with a speed and efficiency that traditional studios can only dream of. I mean, can you believe that Darman Studios went from conceptualizing a Christmas film to actually releasing it in just 30 days? That's unheard of in the traditional Hollywood model, where projects can take years to develop and produce. It just goes to show that these online creators are operating on a completely different level, and they're forcing the industry to adapt. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but Joan, what about the quality? Can these online creators really compete with the big studios? And my answer is, absolutely. The lines between traditional entertainment and creator-centric content are becoming increasingly blurred, and it's getting harder to tell the difference between a big-budget Hollywood film and something produced by an online creator. In fact, experts in the space are saying that this blending of the two worlds is exactly what's going to propel the industry forward. As VidCon Sarah Tortoriti Colosimo put it, there has been and will continue to be blurred lines between traditional entertainment and the creator ecosystem, and I think it goes two-way. Both sides are learning from each other, and that's what's going to lead to some really exciting innovations in the years to come. So as Darman so eloquently put it, when those two rivers come together and converge into one, the current becomes 10 times strong. It's all about combining the best of both worlds, the legacy and infrastructure of traditional Hollywood with the disruption and young talent of the online creator world. And that's a wrap for our middle segment today, folks. I hope you found it as fascinating as I do. Stay tuned for today's last cup of tea, right here on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan. We're wrapping up today's show with a delightful tale of birdseed bandits. Yes, you guessed it, those sneaky squirrels. It seems these bushy-tailed critters have been stealing the spotlight and the snacks from our feathered friends. But fear not, dear listeners, for we've got the scoop on how to outsmart them. From physical barriers like baffles to spicy seed solutions, we're exploring the creative ways to keep those pesky squirrels at bay. And let's not forget the power of ultrasonic noisemakers. Who knew squirrels had such sensitive ears? But what if, instead of fighting the fury thieves, we just let them be? Imagine embracing the chaos of nature and installing a squirrel feeder right alongside your bird feeder. It's like throwing a backyard party for all the local wildlife. And honestly, who can resist those adorable squirrel faces? Not me, that's for sure. So the next time you're tempted to shoo away those squirrels, remember, they're just trying to make a living, and maybe, just maybe, we can learn to share the snacks. After all, as the great philosopher once said, nature finds a way. And if that way includes a few stolen sunflower seeds, so be it. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay fabulous.